Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm John Binney. Welcome. I also have Viviane Heller with me. Woohoo! Viviane is here.
Hi, John. Hi, everyone. Lovely to see you all here.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Apologies, we started a bit late.
Lovely to see you all here.
We're
Oops.
working. We're working with our. Apologies, we started a bit late.
Lovely to see you all here.
We're working.
Oops.
We're working with our. Oh, that's really weird. I just muted you, Viviane, because the echo was strange. Um, as things go strange. So apologies, we're late. We're getting Nancy Lopes to join us, and she just has a few technical difficulties. So while we're waiting for our special guest to join us, we thought we'd go ahead and create a safe space, and we can also receive your requests. So as you can see from the title here in the banner, we are here for your quantum psychic akashic readings, clearings, healings, predictions, and more. Please do put them in the live chat in capitals, and um, we will randomly pick these throughout today's session, and we'll get through as many as we reasonably can. If you're asking on behalf of a pet or any other being, like a loved one, then please do request their permission before putting in your request, and we will go ahead and create a safe space. So let's take a deep breath in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly as it feels right for you. And focus now on the center of your heart, where your golden divine spark enters your human form. And from the center of your heart, extend a cord of light up through the top of your head, reaching up into the sky and up into the stars, all the way up to the highest frequencies and dimensions of this universe, until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connecting your light cord into the highest dimension of source. Remain connected into source, feeling that oneness, unity, and unconditional love. And extend your light cord back down through the stars and through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, this time from the center of your heart, as you allow your heart to gently soften and open, extend a cord of light from the center of your heart this time down through the base of your spine and deep into the earth, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. And we send Mother Gaia so much love at this time. Allow her to send her love back. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord back up through the layers of the planet, through the surface, up through the roots of your spine, and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, expand out your golden bubble of protective light to surround you about 2 meters out to each side, above and below, in front and behind you. And set the intention that only energies and entities, with your permission, your highest good love and compassion, can see you, access you, or exist within your space or within you. And that all other energies and entities must leave immediately into your safe space. Invite in your spirit guides, your higher self, your ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia, and ask for their guidance, clearing, healing, protection, and assistance with today's messages and healings. And now, through space and time, I create a golden protective bubble around all of us in the live stream, in the replay, across all of our YouTube channels. And I set the intention for this session space that only energies and entities with our highest good, love, and compassion of all can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us, and that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. Inviting in for Nancy, Viviane, and I, our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source and Gaia, and any other beings that Viviane or Nancy invite in directly by name. And we set the intention. We're here today to assist you as you place your requests in all capitals into the live chats from which we'll randomly select. Please say hello if your request is called, and we will service you as best we can. And please do, if you're asking for something on behalf of someone else, including a pet, request their permission before you make your request. And with that, we can get started. And a big warm welcome to Nancy. Thank you for coming, Nancy.
Thank you. So sorry for the delay. I'm still a little frazzled, so I'm just going to set myself up here. Okay, can you hear me well?
Yep, I hear you perfectly. Thank you.
Lovely to see you. No problem. It happens. And I apologize too. I had an extra screen, and I had a hard time finding which one it was to mute it. So thank you, John, for muting my sound for me.
Oh, that's great. Well, it was either you or me, since it was two of us.
Yeah, I couldn't find it yet. So anyway, thank you. Yeah, it was my hand here. So yeah, lovely to see you, Nancy.
So good to see you both. I feel like I'm so close to the screen.
Oh yeah, it's this mode, right? I think if we go like that, if we're like tiny,
That's better.
we're never really big.
Yeah.
So, Nancy, I've been posting in the live chat some of the things to make sure that I won't forget to share your Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and perhaps you'd also like to say hello to people. We have 70 in the chat. Just to briefly introduce yourself, well, for as long as you like, and also before we forget, you have an exciting event coming up, right?
Yes. Okay, let me get rid. I went quickly to the grocery store earlier this morning, so I think I got a little bit of bedazzled from everyone's energy at the store, and I usually have the habit of clearing my energy before getting back in, and I didn't right away. So thank goodness my son was here to help get me settled with this tech stuff. So, and I got in right on time to hear the connecting, getting us connected and grounded. So I'm still working a little bit on getting grounded right now.
Cool. Take your time.
So if anyone has seen me here before, my name is Nancy. I've known John for a very long time. Now I know Viviane. I'm an intuitive life coach, a meditation facilitator, and an energy healer. And recently, I've launched this program or workshops, I would say, called Soul Fit. And I call it Soul Fit because it's about fitness of the mind and soul. A lot of people will take care of fitness for the physical body, but I kind of like wanted this to feel like it's something that everyone needs to, especially if you're working on yourself. And if you're here today, that's because you're most likely working on yourself, and you're awake in some way, and you want to evolve even more, and maybe develop even more intuitive skills. So anyway, I just wanted to create this safe space where people can come in. It's really just the beginning. It would be such an honor if anyone would love to try. It's free. It's on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern. I guide you into specific meditations. It's meant to be light and fun. There will be some times where we'll probably do some challenging work. But I see, I oscillate between structure and messiness. You've noticed that from me before, and I'm trying to like blend those together, but I really try to focus on flowing and not so much pressure. For example, the human self this week was really not the human self, sorry, my soul self was really preparing for this today, and my human self kind of got in the way. And I was like, okay, let's just put the books down, stop worrying about how to set it up perfectly, and just in the moment present it. So pretty much that's what it is. I've had one so far, which was meeting your animal spirit guide, which was really fun to do. And I have some prompts that I ask you. I pull some cards as well. What else? Now I'm thinking I should have used my structured side and write a little more, a few more notes. But
Okay. You know, we're going to ask you again later. So this is just like the first
and
one.
I'll be warmed up a little later too after, so it'll probably come out a little better.
Oh, it's perfect. It sounds really exciting. So is this because I've just shared the link and it has in the link Soul Fit Laughing Yoga.
Yes. Okay. So this one is this Sunday at
Okay,
1
wow.
p.m. So I am attempting to guide a laughing yoga session. So I've already attended before, but this time I'm the one who's going to be guiding it. So really, it's part of all of this too is to show others that if you feel like passionate about something, you just jump in and try it, no matter how messy it is.
Yeah.
And like John's known me for a long time, and I really used to have very low self-esteem, and I didn't always have much confidence in myself or believed in myself. And John has been like one of my biggest supporters. Like I'll just mention a vocal message he sent to me a couple of weeks ago or about a month ago, and I broke down in tears, and I'm just so grateful that
Happy tears.
yes, happy tears, real happy tears. Like alligator tears.
Right, you're like, what are you saying, John? That's, oh my God.
No, it's beautiful, and it really even like helps solidify my belief in myself. And this is really exciting for me. And like I said, it's new, so you would be part of something new if you want to try it. And it's fun. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to use some of my cards. We'll probably do some intuitive psychic exercises as well. It's going to be different every week. And October is going to be special coming up too. I call it October Glow, and the October Glow series. So it's really about aligning with your true self and awakening the light within, so that we do work like John's been doing for a very long time, raising the vibration of the planet, humanity. And this is what I want to do, to also help raise the consciousness of humanity and light them up, since we're all connected and we can make miracles happen. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, how exciting then. That's so cool.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
And I love that key point you said, often on my journey, I've been asked so many times, guided to learn something once and then teach it. And you're like, me? Like, me? Why me? And it's like, because this is how it works now, right? This is our new reality. We're not going to get the opportunity always to study for years and then go, I am perfectly refined in my new practice. It is very much like suck it and see. And I personally, what I love about it is you get to try it too, right? When you're delivering it, you're like, oh, do I enjoy this? Is this good fun? Because if it's not, I don't need to do it. And I feel that we're always guided the strongest to the things that lightly are the most fun. And even if we're nervous to begin with. So thank you for your inspiration and vulnerability. It's exciting to see that you're doing this. It fills me with such joy that you're continuing to follow your passion. Because as you see everyone, you'll see a lot more talent oozing from Nancy, even more than she's just talked about. So excited for that.
And the clarity comes in the doing also, in the doing and the being. So
Yeah,
Just
the
throw.
difference between reading a cooking a recipe book and then actually eating food, right? They're so different.
Exactly.
Says John, who never reads recipe books. I'm just imagining.
I like
I do
looking at
both.
pictures.
Wonderful. Well, should we get started with these requests? We have 47 requests and
Oh,
94 people.
I'm sorry. I just want to add something. So
Mhm.
everyone knows I am not as psychic and clairvoyant as John and Viviane
Oh,
are.
don't say that.
But I'm here like to do more practice and I'm more coaching, but I'm also here holding the light also and energy healing to everybody that's here. And also you guys pick the people randomly, but know that nothing is random either, right? And
Mhm.
whoever gets picked, whatever information that you're receiving is helping the whole as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah.
she wants to say hi, I think.
What was the cat's name again?
BB.
BB.
Yes.
Cute.
All right, I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, that's a
No
cute
problem.
cat.
Apologize.
Oh,
Apologize.
cute.
we all need a psychic cat.
Yeah.
Dog.
All right.
Wonderful.
Choose today, John. I think you started on Monday.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Thank you. All right. So thank you all for posting your requests in caps, and I'm about to select our first. And by the way, Nancy, you look lovely in that color. I like that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
There's something so magical about that.
Thank
Feels
you.
very solar plexus and abundance.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Selecting our first request. Close my eyes. Make sure I'm pointing the right space here. Okay. Selecting our first request for today. Okay, John D. Please say hi in the chat to make sure that you're here. Oh, and lovely. You're saying you just found you last night on Linda G's channel, and that was a lovely. I watched it. It was a lovely video. So happy to meet you, and no coincidence. Healing message for me. Surgeries. Do you see complete recovery? God bless your gifts. Let me just see. So, oh, you're here. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you. It was super fun chatting with Linda at 11 p.m. last night. And then I couldn't sleep. So I was like, I'm just so excited. Okay, so you ask for healing messages and 3 surgeries. Do you see complete recovery?
Okay.
Thank you, John D. Happy for either of you guys to go first, or I can. Just let me know.
Mm-hmm. I'm still scanning her body now.
Yeah, I got a really interesting message. First of all, is that the surgeries, because it wasn't clear if they've happened yet or not, but there was this surgery the resting and receiving part. So this was your guide saying healing is a receiving process, and so it is a way of you receiving and a return to your health. And then the second part of the message was to focus on gentle mobility. So it's like without, you could describe some of the things that aren't being said, such as don't push yourself too hard, is what we'd often say to each other as humans. Your higher self is saying gentle mobility of the areas that have been affected by surgery, just very, very gentle, just a little bit of movement each day, never a day without movement, always a day with a little movement, and never too much. So this kind of regular, just gentle stretching will really help. And then the third aspect is this feeling of yes to full recovery. And it's almost like you're you're not climbing a mountain of recovery. You're climbing like a gentle slope, and you're just gradually doing a little bit more each day until you're fully there. But if you run up it, like you'll hurt yourself.
Okay, I got that. It'll be good for you to do a little bit of grounding because her root chakra felt a little light to me. So grounding will be helpful, Joan, and you can do that by spending time in nature. Um, if you can walk on grass, or I think drinking a lot of water too helps. But any grounding activity will be helpful. I am going to take a closer look at her heart chakra and solar plexus chakra because my attention was called to do that.
Yeah, and let us know, Joan D, if you've had the surgery or not, and also because what the very first message I got from your guide was about, I think what is this? This is your right hip and right thigh is what I saw was an area that was like the area that your guide was talking about. And yeah, I agree with the scan, Viviane, as well. Yeah, I see in the solar plexus this tightness, and it's a reaction, right? It's like some of this is in Joan D's, the energy of what they've written here as well, which is this kind of like almost like a fear of lack of health, so a lack of abundance of health. And that's
feels tight. Yeah, sorry. Waiting for her reply here. I don't see it yet, but yeah, it does feel tight.
Yeah, John D says, yes, 3 spine surgeries done, hip, left, nerve, and foot damage. Wow. Yeah, I think it's so it must have been the nerve damage that your guide is talking about. I've not experienced this personally myself, but it's that feeling of frustration, when your nerves are healing, that it's like, it's almost painful when it's not, it's not performing as you hope it would. Like you don't have full mobility, or you don't have full use over it. Just scanning down, and just releasing some of that energy out through your feet. Yeah, you don't, as Viviane says, you don't need to carry all this burden yourself. You can release this into the earth through your root chakra, Joan D. It's helping you now. And for Nancy's link, I did put them at the start of the chat. There's Nancy's YouTube again in the chat. How's it looking, Viviane?
Yeah, I asked Archangel Michael to assist me with clearing this heavy energy from her heart chakra and solar plexus. And I'm asking Archangel Raphael to send some healing energy and just place an orb of emerald green light above her head, and it's going to go through her body and then ground the energy.
Lovely. Yeah, there's so much releasing, almost like the body's not being used to releasing even its own negative energy for like for a long time, feels like years. And John D was saying spot on is trying to start walking.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely take it really, really gentle. That's the strongest advice from your guide.
I could definitely feel her worry about this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, grounded the energy after Archangel Raphael. So I'm good.
Great. Wonderful.
May I add something?
So of course you can.
If you also give me permission, Joanne D, on my own personal time, I'd like to send you some energy healing as well, if you like. And just a little suggestion that I like to do a lot when I have some injury. I mean, yours is, yes, you've been operated on. It's a huge deal. When you're in a good feeling place, if you can take maybe just a few breaths and just visualize and feel as if you're able to do all the things that you do, but you feel it like it actually is. If you're able to imagine that and feel it in your body, you see yourself running around, dancing around, having fun with people that you love at an event, or just in the park, or just in your living room. Just listen to some nice, relaxing music and get yourself into the space where you see that, because that can really also help the healing a little quicker without doing so much of the physical stuff quick.
Yeah,
That's it.
wonderful advice. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, I really think that'll help, like not over exerting. That seems to be the greatest risk that John Dee's guide was talking about. Fantastic. And I love that, like, it's like that feeling of I already am healed. I already am able once more.
Yeah, wonderful.
It's the
Wonderful.
manifesting of it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're just trying to catch up with tag all your questions.
Yeah, I posted your YouTube channel too, and I will post your upcoming event again too.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate that.
Great. My turn, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, choosing the next request.
Place this blank canvas in front of me as I open my heart wide. Place this blank page of paper.
Okay, Sherry, let us know if you're here. You're asking for a message from your husband, Rick, and a clearing for yourself. Let us know if you're still here in the chats. And I can't remember. Have we done a request before for Sherry? I'm not sure.
I don't recall.
I'm not great with names or spirit guides for that matter.
So waiting for you to confirm you're here. She's here. Wonderful.
Okay. And would any of you like to volunteer to do the message or the clearing?
I'll work on the clearing.
Okay. I'll find out a message, Nancy, up to you, which you choose as well, or both.
Okay.
Sorry, Nancy, I had you muted.
Oh, I just said I was sending light for now.
Okay. So Rick's message, he came forwards and just said, he's pointing at your feet, Cherry, and your toes, and like I'll spare you me putting my toes on camera, but imagine my fingers on my toes, and there's like this tingling sensation in your toes, and he's pointing at your toes, saying, you know that feeling you have when you have like it's like an itchy feet like feeling, and he's saying, do respond to this. When you feel that tingling sensation, this is a sign for you to get up and move and to follow the things that you want to do. So this feels like there is, from what he's saying, there are things going on inside of you that you wish you were maybe doing a little bit more or exploring a little bit more of, and they feel connected with your joy. And just listening to, in particular, your body's trying to tell you, saying, "Hey, I think this would be good for us. Let's get up and do this." Doesn't feel like it's not like, I'm not sure what the activities are. They don't feel so like intensively like intense exercise. It's much more getting up and doing something that's joyful for you, and just sometimes you're sitting back and saying, oh, that's silly, or oh, I haven't done that since I was a child, I'll leave that for now. But it would really be lovely for you to explore more. And I'm just asking him if he has any other messages for you. And he's just saying, sometimes you want to hold his hand, and he says, you know that thing you did when you just he's showing like his left hand, your left hand out to his. He says you would often like put your left hand out and your hand would be facing downwards and you would touch his. And he says now that he's transitioned, now that since his body has died, he said when you reach out to hold his hand, hold your hand upwards like this so your palm is facing upwards. And he said he will place his hand. Just ask for him to hold your hand. He's always there with you. And he said it's not just when you're like lying down or when you're sitting. It's anytime you need a helping hand. He's always there.
God, that's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that in my heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's beautiful. I saw her. First, when I tuned into her energy, I heard she needs more water. So please do drink more water. And I also saw you under. I had an image of you under a waterfall. It was really you being bathed in this under this waterfall, and to have this release of energy. And then I saw. I asked Archangel Michael to assist with clearing stagnant energy from your chakras. Before that, I saw, when you look at a mirror and it looks foggy, so I saw, that mirror to be cleared. So that's why I decided to clear all her chakras. And then I sent golden light through her body and grounded the energy. So that's what I got for you, Sherry. Mm-hmm. And yes, that was a lovely message from John. It was really beautiful.
You're very, very humbling.
You guys are good.
I'm sorry.
Wonderful. Anything else to share, or should we move on?
I just feel the warmth of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's such a selfish thing for me to say, but now I feel like a bad husband. I just feel like after this, I'm going to go and see my wife and say, just so you know, I'm always here. You can just always reach out your hand. I'm always here. Mm-hmm. Don't wait, until after I've died.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm well. She said, when you die, do not come back. And I said, well, but you know my line of work. I said, of course I'll come back. I'll be on my core. So,
yeah, go and give her a big hug and John D saying, please thank my guides for getting me this far. Oh, that's lovely. And you can do that too. You can say that to your guides. put your
Yeah.
hand on your heart and say that you're guides. Thank you.
Just,
All
yeah,
right,
say
ready to select our next request here. Thank you everyone for putting your request in caps. Okay, select. Close my eyes.
Are you struggling, dear soul? Are you stressed out, anxious and burned out?
Okay, Teresa Al, please let us know if you're here.
Teresa L. Let us know if you're here. Usually I just start typing as always, and then they respond just before I hit enter.
Yeah.
But if it works, right? Who cares how
Mhm.
it works? Yeah, let us know if you're here.
Oh, yeah, she's here. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
A message from your guides and an Akashic reading. Wonderful.
Okay.
Who'd like to do the Akashic?
I'll do the Akashic.
Okay,
Thank you.
and I will ask your guides. So just asking Teresa's guides to step forwards to Nancy, Viviane, and I. Teresa, your guide is really funny. She has just come right up in my face, and her head was so close, almost touching mine, and so close I couldn't really see what form she was in. And I said, "Why are you doing that? Like, why are you right in my face?" And she says, "This is my message for Teresa. I want to be more involved in her life. I want to help more." And she says, the message is for you to ask for help more and ask out loud. Um, she's a mantis guide, and you know, a tall, like one of my guides, Marita, is a mantis guide, and she's quite tall, and took me a little bit of getting used to like a large insectoid being. So her shape is unusual, and also her mannerisms are quite unusual, and we're all unique, right, across the universe. Her love is very strong, and she really, really wants to help, and she's extending her help. So imagine that we all have a limited view of like a limited concept of what spirit guides can do to help us. I feel that that's largely true for all of us. And so if you remove those constraints, imagine that your guide can really help you day in, day out with everything. And for example, I often ask my guides for help with like do-it-yourself jobs on my motorhome, rewiring electrics and doing upgrades. And it's the funniest thing. It's the funniest experience. I'll have to do it on camera at some point, because I'm not sure which one of them knows the answers to it. I don't care. I'm just like, please guide me to the fastest route to run this cable from one end of the vehicle to the other, and they'll trace it out for me, or they'll say, okay, next go left, next go right. And I'm like, I don't really care like how they're doing it, but to know to even ask is a huge thing, right? And so the what you might feel is beyond your guides, that they can't help you. This is very much your mantis guide. Let me get her name, because she's so much in my face. It seems important to share her name. Let's ask. Yeah, her name is Lucia. Lu, Lu. Sia, Sia, Lucia. So yeah, please do ask her. So we heard earlier, as Viviane said, anyone can ask the spirit guides anything. Place your hand on your heart, because it just helps you connect with your heart, and then say it out loud. Spirit guides, help me find my car keys. Spirit guides, help me find the money to pay this electricity bill. Like, what, you know, whatever it is, just ask. And what's the worst that's going to happen? You know, they'll make you face your fears. That's probably the worst, the worst thing my guides make me do. But it's always worth trying.
Yeah, that's lovely. And I like what you said, say it out loud. I like that, using the energy of the voice to connect to. Absolutely. Teresa, when I connected to your Akashic records, I asked the Akashic Records Masters to show me a life, a past life that would be important for you to hear about now. And they showed me you're a woman swimming in the ocean, and just feeling very. It was just that joy and peace of enjoying your time in the ocean, and just really feeling connected with nature. It just it felt like better than being on vacation. It's just that really peace. And then I saw you walking out of the ocean, and this life was all about. I asked where it was to. Initially, I thought it was somewhere in South America, but then they moved to Europe and showed me it was in Spain. And they want you to have that same feeling of peace and connection with nature, and the pace of life that was just your daily life was about the simple things, and it was a slower pace of life, but it was just, there's just so much joy in the simplicity of everything. And they just, the message here was just to find connect to that feeling again of the appreciating the simple things in life, and being present in your daily life with the simplicity and the beauty around you. So that's what I got for you.
Oh, wow.
I remember you connected with one of my Mantis guides too a while ago, John. When you gave me a reading, and before we met.
I feel like one should have a Mantis guide.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to share, Nancy?
I just feel a lot of in the throat chakra area, the heart and the throat chakra area. So I guess it resonates with what you're talking about, you know, like asking out loud and using that vibration of the voice, the call to action. Maybe like sometimes people think that our spirit guides are above us or on pedestals and stuff, but they're really not, because they're more like your brother or sister, you know. So they're, because you have that ability as well. You are that. You're just here in physical form. So it's you shouldn't feel that there's a hierarchy at all, you know. So that's it. Just like I feel like stuck. Like I feel like I'm a bit stuck. So I'm just gonna also like do a little bit of infuse some blue light into the throat chakra area, and clear that up a little bit. And I'll do this as we go throughout the rest of the session here. It'll just keep going.
Yeah, Teresa was saying I've been having issues with a very froggy voice.
Wow. Okay, thank you. That's sometimes I'm surprised.
Don't ever be surprised. We're not.
You're so used to it.
That's right. It seems to be part of the job description now. It's just like constantly be surprised by everything all the time. Used to it.
I remember at work, at my regular jobs, I had 2 colleagues of mine that had knee issues. And I just said, come over here into the corner. And I did a little energy work on their knees and their pain went away. And it's been gone for like a year. And I'm still
Wow.
like,
Wow, that's
what
awesome.
happened?
That is so cool.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Is it my turn, Viviane?
Yes. Mhm.
I could tell because you go quiet and get very polite. And I'm
Yes.
like, whose turn is it? What planet am I on? Okay.
I'll be back in a moment.
Mhm.
Okay. Choose the next request. Please say hello in the chat if your request is called.
Mhm.
MJ Cronkite, let us know if you're here. And you're asking for clearing and any messages from your guides. Thanks for everyone's kind comments about recent videos. I had such fun yesterday with those 1,000-year-old trees.
Yeah.
Very humbling. I'm not even sure if my soul is 1,000 years. Well, it must be over 1,000 years old. But those trees being alive for 1,000 years, and it's like, how do you even survive? We've been like making a right mess in those 1,000 years.
Yeah.
They're just really lovely. And some people commented that they felt that the trees themselves and the ground was vibrating. And you're absolutely true. That's exactly how it felt. It felt like this kind of tingling, like kind of fuzzy light feeling that was buzzing around the ground and the trees in the old oak ancient forest in Edinburgh. So thank you.
Mhm.
So MJ Cronkite's here. Thank you for the request for clearing and any messages. I'd like to do the clearing.
Mhm. Okay. Thank you.
Just asking MJ Cronkite to come forwards to Nancy, Viviane, and myself, as well as one of your guides. I'm being shown to focus on your crown chakra. Like some energy coming in, down through the top of your crown chakra. So I'm seeing an upgrade. So this is a download of energy and light codes from your soul and higher self, and it sits between your soul star chakra and your crown chakra. So about to me it looks like a vertical dark line coming up from the top of your crown chakra. It's just over 1 meter long. And what happened is you blocked an upgrade because you felt it was too much. You didn't feel you're well enough in that moment to receive it. This is some time ago. I'm not sure exactly when this happened. I can ask your guide. They're saying 16 months ago. Okay. And often this is quite a natural process, but in this case, this energy was infected by a negative energy. And so it's become kind of, like an energetic infection. And it is pushing onto the center of the top of your crown chakra. I'm going to do a bit of work with Archangel Michael to help remove and clear this one.
Mhm.
Just using some Elvian light language to help encourage your crown chakra to open. Imara iro sin chikan ara ino tokoromo senemacha te ti timoro so inarakama. No, come on. Okay. Yeah, it's quite a mix of energy, this. It's some of your own energy and this. It's like an infection that's grown a degree of consciousness, like a negative entity.
Mhm.
All this out, clearing all this out. Return to source, or never return here again. And then helping bring it up through your crown chakra. The energy seems to run further. This is, what is this? Is this part of the same? Okay, it's like the downstream effect down through the linkages between your chakras. Okay, so just pulling this all out through the top of the crown chakra, and then I'll release through the bottom as well. Return to source, or never return here again. And grounding you into earth. Okay. I've just asked Archangel Raphael to take a second look as well, because it was a lot. There's kind of like this energy blocked above you, and then also kind of backed up inside of you as well, like your own energetic drainage system was blocked. So that was like the second release as well. How did you get on, Viviane?
For MJ, the message that I got, first I heard, why are you in such a hurry? And then I heard, slow down. Then I asked the message guides for more, and they said to focus on self-care. And there was this, they showed me an image of you being pulled side to side, and one side was the past and the other was the future. So for you to uh, stress less about the past and have less anxiety about the future and be more present. So that's what I got for you, MJ. I hope it helps you.
Wonderful. How about you, Nancy?
I feel like I'm along for the ride here.
That's cool. Welcome.
I apologize if I'm not contributing enough, but
No, just you're doing fantastic. And you know what? It's very easy, and it's also very tempting to turn up to these things and you know, overcompensate or try and what's the words? Is it overcompensate? I think it probably is. Like just kind of like, oh, I see, a dragon or something. And it's like, and just without using the word making it up, it's like, it's tempting as a human, especially when you're faced in these situations. And one of the things I love about you, Nancy, is, we're never like, we're not born polished and perfect, right? And yet it's our bravery and courage coming along and doing unusual things like this that really helps us grow. And I feel you're such an inspiration to others as well, because it's so easy for me now. I've been doing this a year, but I was terrified, as Viviane knows, when she was encouraging me to do this and supporting me when I started. I was like, they're going to think I'm even more crazy. And now I'm cool with that. It's like, it's okay.
Yeah, and you are, and I was just going to say that thank you, Natalie. I see a comment here, Natalie Katz, saying, you are contributing. I appreciate your energy and words. Yes, exactly.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Wonderful. Okay. Your turn, is it, Viviane?
Yes. Thank you. Okay. Time to select our next.
Yeah, because I don't see any of the comments, by the way. So thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, it's a good reminder for us to put them on the screen as well.
Not sure how.
Oh, we do it from this side here. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Time for our next request.
I can breathe now. so alive, facing the shadows.
Okay, selecting our next request.
Thank you, Emily. They're hand painted from an artist friend of mine.
Oh wow!
It is beautiful.
Thank you.
At a distance, I just love the rainbow colors of them. The colors are fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Char Goldberg Clark, please let us know if you're here. So you're saying you give permission for. Oh, actually, I see 2 requests here from you. I'll select the other one because I think. Okay.
Did we see Char on Monday?
Yeah, because I just see a comment underneath saying. Okay, she's saying here, I'll please love a clearing since house has been quiet. I want to make sure I'm good. Much love and gratitude. I believe we were there clearing for last week, or it was Monday actually.
Yeah.
And she's here. Thank you so much.
I'm just getting. Do you ever do this with your memories where you just ask for the memory to come back? Because I feel the first thing I was about to literally just say, "Oh, I don't remember," and then I just said to myself, "I can remember," and it's like almost opening a door, like a quantum door through space and time. And it was only Monday, right? And it's like, now I remember the house. Now I remember what was there, and I won't say it in too much detail because I don't want to give power to what we found. But we can, with an open mind and heart, take another look and see. Okay, let's take a look. So, Charm, just going back to the center of your house. I remember starting there last time.
Mm-hmm.
The most dominant entity is not here, and there's a feeling of there is a stronger boundary now. There's this feeling that the entity is still pacing around outside of the boundary. I'm just asking Archangel Michael for his opinion. He's so funny saying, he says, "What do you want? What do you want my opinion for?" Well, why wouldn't I? He's laughing because he's saying, outside of our boundaries, it's like, hang on, let me do this with our screens. Outside of our boundaries, like, who cares? Like, it's kind of like it's up to every other being in the universe to figure out what they're going to do. I'm just saying to him, well, if it was me in my house, I'd want to kind of encourage it to move on and make sure, at very least, it gets bored. And he says, in that case, I have to scan around the house and check to see if there's any reason why it should try to come back in through the boundaries. Okay, just taking the scan around. Let me know if you guys feel anything or find anything.
I heard it's lost,
Mm.
and I don't know the story.
Mhm.
Well, I saw a bubble around the property, and it is the energy, feels good. It's protected within that large bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scanning around. It's looking clear inside.
Mm-hmm.
I was curious as to whether there was some object or entity. I think last time we saw some tracking entities here. There's nothing really that binds that entity to here. Um, and to Nancy's point about this 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 being lost, just asking Archangel Raphael if he'll open up a window of source light to show some options, some choices to this entity. Like now that it's outside of Char's boundary, I don't have any jurisdiction, if you like, to tell it what to do. We're just shining a light. So it's just seeing some source light now. In fact, it's really scared of source light. It's saying, I can just hear it saying, I'm scared of that judgment. I'm scared of the judgment. Yeah, Archangel Raphael is going to help. How to describe this? It does want to learn more. It wants to learn more about the process of what is a life review. So he's gonna take it up close to source to get a kind of early indication, and then if it's if it decides to, it can continue on and return to source. If not, it gets to choose to stay where it is, wandering what is effectively the fourth dimension, relatively lost, or to go down to hell for accelerating its karmic payback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Yeah, this whole the whole being's journey is completely kind of separate now to Char's experiences, but
That's
it's wonderful.
interesting. Actually, I want to mention quickly that like I said, I saw the bubble around the property, and within the bubble, it looked bright and beautiful, and the scene outside the bubble, I could see this entity. In my vision, it was to the left of the house, but everything outside the bubble looked grayish. It didn't look vivid as everything inside the bubble. I just want to mention that quickly. And we have a question from.
Can I?
Sure.
Do you know, it's just interesting, and I'd love to have confirmation, because what I was just seeing, I don't know why, it just felt like it was like a ranch house, or just like a big field on the outside with maybe like a white picket fence. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But when you mentioned, and I saw the vividness of the bubble, everything more vivid on the inside, and I could feel like the fear of the entity, and when you mentioned was it Archangel Raphael to open that window?
Yeah.
Just I saw this like opening in the field, just this white like pathway tunnel kind of thing, but like beyond, that was just interesting. That's just what I saw, and it kind of reminded me too of that space of that movie Soul, that Disney movie called Soul. I don't know if anyone's seen that, but that is such a great depiction of how it kind of works, and of that soul being in this place where they're lost, essentially. So I don't know that.
Wow.
I'm practicing, so
That's so powerful. And yeah, thank you for pointing out that it was feeling lost as well.
Yeah.
I just jumped out of. So I'm trying to trust those that pop out.
Yeah.
The jumpers, like in the tarot.
Yeah. And John, someone is mentioning here, Alois is mentioning here, asking, once set, how long does a boundary last? When we talked about the boundary around the house.
They last as long as you continue to create them and maintain them.
Okay, you have to feed that energy, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me personally, I create a golden protective bubble around my home every day. And in simple terms, these boundaries are an expression of your free will. So you have a divine universal right to your own free will. This universe is not kind of modeled on one person telling us what to do, or in fact, anyone telling us what to do. We have to decide ourselves. It's all our free will. And so our boundaries are an execution of our own free will. We're saying, I choose what's on the outside and I choose what's on the inside of my home. Just as we do physically, we choose this energetically. And so, yeah, it's up to you how long you maintain those. You'll see in these practices, each live stream I do, I always create a golden protective bubble at the start. My daily meditation practice, I just create another bubble around my home in the same way that I do around myself. So yeah, I really encourage people to do that as well. And it's the funniest thing, this universe, because there's not really anything to be scared of in this universe, only ourselves.
Mhm.
And so, you know, some of the energy of that question about how long the boundaries last is that feeling of, oh no, what happens if it runs out? Am I in danger again? And really the greatest risk for us is not our boundaries kind of running out. It's this kind of mixed intention we have, where we say, you know, where you might set a boundary that says, I do not let anyone who's disrespectful to John into John's house, right? And then I stand at the door and a relative turns up who I hate, right? And I say, in you come. and so you're suddenly in this weird situation where you're saying, well, hang on, someone that's disrespectful to me, I allow in, and then I'm also saying no to disrespect. And so it's a mixed intention. And so then suddenly we're eroding our own intentions. And us humans, we're beautifully brilliant at this, right? We're just so good at constantly mixing our intentions. You know, I will not allow any negative energy into my home, and then I'm just going to watch this horror movie on Netflix,
Oh,
just
yeah.
one, or I'm just going to talk to this toxic relationship person I have. You know, these are all the things for us to learn. And being a fellow human, I get it. It's really hard, but at very least, it still helps. It's still better to be mixed than no intention, right? If you're doing a daily practice of protection, it's still helpful.
Yeah, it's really important. And it does become a kind of a daily thing. It's got to become a practice, this like spiritual hygiene thing. Like
Yes.
when I leave the stores usually, or because sometimes my mood changes when I leave work. Like I work in the restaurant business as my regular job, and I'm bombarded with so many energies, and it's an old building, like 300-year-old building as well. So there's like a lot going on. So I've made it. It took a while to make a habit of it, but every time I leave, when I get into my car, I always ask Two Feathers, who I believe he's from the Hopi tribe, to come in and wave his beautiful two feathers and clear my energy from everyone that I've been in contact with. And I always say within the last 24 hours, just to make sure I kind of like grab it all. And I do like a little sweep, a little zip up, clear my energy. Sometimes I'll open my windows in the car and I'll do and just let the wind kind of clear everything out. So this way I come into my home.
Yeah. Wonderful. I love that you mentioned that because, yes, the spiritual hygiene and clearing our energy like that is very important. That was an important part of a daily practice for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And I haven't mentioned it maybe today yet. So here is the 14-day Spirit Guide Meditation Challenge for negative entity and energy removal. It also has a lot about boundaries and protection now in it. They're like whole 1 hour sessions, like deep dive sessions for those topics. So I'll add that into the chat.
Are those recorded, John?
Yeah, it's like a little program of they're like a series of YouTube videos, and it asks you each day to complete one of them. And so you can go through those for free to get into, just start developing your own practice. Have you noticed Nancy started talking? We've been at 11, like 111 for ages on the number of people in the live chat. So cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Nancy, subscriber here, KK, saying, "Oh my God, Two Feathers is one of my guides too."
Oh, lovely. I wanted to mention just now too, because you're talking about your 14-day work. I occasionally, and I did it this past month as well. Since last September, whenever I feel guided and the energy kind of is asking for it, I offer a 21-day, I call it 21-day energy healing vortex. And I've had a lot of colleagues that have jumped in on that too. And what I do is every day at 11 a.m., usually around that time, because as
Mm.
people I know, sometimes I play around with the time because not everybody's really dedicated to have a seat and lay down during that time. But like I'm committed and I do it. And I
Mm.
set that intention, connecting with their consciousnesses, and and I'll pull a card each day and figure out what theme, what the whoever's participating, what they need that day, and yeah. So we just finished one. It's interesting how it comes in. I was guided to do it, and it was literally ending on the eclipse day. So it's like a whole cycle that was done. So that was really fun. So that's something I'm probably going to offer probably in November, December. We'll see what guides are saying. So that's something also that you'll find out about if you follow me and more information.
Oh, how exciting. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing.
Wonderful. So I believe that's your turn. I was also I had to look at my notes this time.
Doesn't make me feel better. I don't, John, I don't need memory. Memories for losers, John. Okay, let me take a look and choose the next request.
Hmm.
Right back.
Gina Carrillo, let us know if you're here. Let's turn down the music. And you're asking for a clearing and any messages. Let's just see. Gina's here. Oh, is this just being posted or repeated? Gina is here.
It sounds like a Portuguese name, Carrillo. If that is, I'm Portuguese too.
Yay.
Oh, I speak Portuguese too. I'm from
Really?
Brazil. From Brazil, yeah.
Oh my goodness. You guys are from Portugal, so I always wondered what your accent was.
Yeah, I'm from Brazil. Yes.
Ah,
No, yeah. And she's Colombian. She's saying,
Very cool.
hablo un poquito español también.
yeah. Lovely. Okay, so
So you're asking for I would love a clearing and any messages. I'm feeling stuck in many ways for years in gratitude and love, Gina. Who would like to do the clearing or messages?
I'll focus on a message this time. Thank you.
Okay. I'll look at clearing. So Gina's guide is I'm to spend, I'll be quiet for a moment. This is everything's unusual to some of the earlier points that Nancy was talking about. I'm just being asked to take Gina back a bit from us to put under this. It's like this waterfall of golden source light. Okay, so just to start with that. So I'm just going to start with that, and I'll be quiet for a little while as I do this. Okay. I can share a little bit about what I've been doing if you like.
Sure.
So for you, Gina, your guide really wanted me to focus on filling your whole body with love energy. And I said, oh, why is this so important? It wasn't until I started bringing it into your body that I saw that there was just this real empty space, like this absence of space within you of love. And it's like you've been starving yourself of your own self-love. And when I got to your heart, there's a lot of work to do to bring your soul fully into your body, and then allow your whole heart to fill with source love energy. And I haven't asked too much about like how all this happened. It's just this really strong feeling of like emptying your cup, emptying yourself for others. And I'll let you guys share any messages. I'll now go and see how this is looking now.
I feel like maybe you, like John was saying, maybe you fill everybody else's cup besides your own. So you say you feel stuck. My question was stuck in what area in your life, but it feels like it's kind of like just all of it all together kind of thing. Yeah. It's important that what you give to others, that you are able to give that to yourself, because you can't really give good enough to others if your cup is not filled.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I got that when I tuned into Gina's energy. I heard, speak your truth. Don't be afraid. What is that? Don't be afraid to use your voice. And one other thing was watch your diet. And it's, but in a sense, is watch what you consume. I saw you outside, and it looked like a street fair, and then just, eating things from this fair. But it was about, and I'm not talking about what you eat as in counting calories, but it was in a way of watch what you consume as being kind to your body, because the food that you eat feeds your body and it feeds your soul. That's the message I got. And
yeah. Saying I'm a psychotherapist, so that makes sense. I'm stuck in my body and finances and relationship.
Mm-hmm.
The other visual I was shown, because I think you originally asked us for a clearing, was this feeling of an empty barrel or like an empty fuel tank, where what exists at the bottom of these empty barrels and fuel tanks is like the kind of the yucky parts, right? Like all the bits, the heavy sediment, and it just sits there. And actually, it's perfectly natural when you've got a full tank, when you've got a full cup. It's always there, but it's kind of making its way around. It's moving around your system, and eventually you release it through some part of you. Whereas when you're empty, when you're running on empty, it's just that's all you have is these little, like the gnarly bits at the bottom of the barrel or tank. So there's this feeling of like that stuff is less of a problem than just keeping focusing on your self-love. And yeah, I feel everything, one practice I like to engage with self-love is to imagine, like, when you look in the mirror, imagine you're someone else, right? Imagine that you're actually dating this person that you see in the mirror, and you say, hey John, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
And what are we going to do today? Like what are we going to do to how can I show you that I love you? And you're repeating affirmations of I love you. So I love you, Gina. I love you, Gina. I love you, Gina. Each morning, and say, Gina, what can I do today to show myself that I love myself more and more each day? And even if it's just one thing, even if it's adjusting something in your calendar, eating something different, nice, drinking more water, getting more rest, having a stronger boundary with someone. It's a small thing, because that's how, long successful relationships with ourselves and others work, is that it's the little things in every moment that you can do to help support yourself. And I will share in the chat, I do have I recently made it free, the Cultivating Your Self-Love meditation, which is a 1-hour meditation, and it's filled with all these different practices, and I feel that'd be really powerful for you to try. So I'll just paste that in just now.
That's nice. That's really, really important, working on the self-love. And I can resonate with this experience also, because just in my personal romantic relationship that I was in for 12 years, I was very codependent, and I gave so much outside of myself. And John knew me at the time, near the end of that relationship, actually. And when I started to do more like self-love meditations, and start doing things for myself. Like, I remember I used to wake up early in the morning to walk my son to school, and then I'd go back to sleep because my partner was sleeping. And then at one point I said, I'm awake. Why? I'm just going to go do something. I'm going to go for walks. And then I started going hiking on my own. And I just started doing things for myself. And the self-love meditations and just quieting my mind. You know what happened? At some point, I raised my vibration enough to a point where I was looking at my partner on his birthday at dinner at a restaurant, and inside me I was like, oh my goodness, I don't love this person anymore. Because I found the love for myself, and it was more than the love that this person had for me and was able to give to me. And this was in 2018, where I had left him. And anyway, I don't know. I just felt propelled to share that information. And Gina, I don't know. I feel inspired. I'd love to work with you because I'm also a coach. So I would love to work. I like to work with people who feel stuck, and or like there are so many other things that I have to offer, and including with John's self-love meditations. I mean, you've got so much support and around you. So like, I suggest you take it. And you know what? I really would love to have a lot of the practice as well. So that's something else I do, everyone. Life coaching, I'd love to have that practice as well. I just love to do it. I love to see the insights that people have and the ahas, and to understand, to see that they understand, like reconnect with who they really are as well, because we lose ourselves in this physical world and in the responsibilities and into society, and so sometimes we do jobs that we don't even enjoy doing, or we're a parent and we lose ourselves. So it's just so important to get back to who we are. And once we do that work, this is how we heal the world, is one person at a time, starting within, because then that just spreads out and expands.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Lots of lovely comments as you're sharing, Nancy. Thank you. Lisa Gray, Goosebumps. Kara saying, I'd love to work with you, Nancy. I've been feeling stuck for many years.
Yeah.
This
would be an honor.
The live chat will be recording the replay. So when, it doesn't appear immediately after the live is shared in the replay, but if you go back maybe 24 hours later, you will see all of these comments. So yeah, I'd encourage people, if you do want to reach out to Nancy, all her details are in the description, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the event on Sunday. And we've also been putting into the live chat. So please do. Nancy's incredible. And thank you so much, Nancy, for sharing your journey. Like, it's so vulnerable, right? And those realizations that you've been through in your journey are just so powerful, inspire so many people. And as you said, so many of us just lose ourselves, right? It's not, and my experience is not, it's not that every relationship has to end, but it has to change because we change, right? And we suddenly say, well, these are my boundaries. Surprise, I have boundaries. And I'm like, what's that? What's the boundary? And boundaries in relationships and, physically, metaphysically, they're real, right? And when other people are on the other side of those boundaries, they feel it, right? Even if you've said nothing, done nothing, and you just write down a little affirmation and say it to yourself each day, I only allow people into my life that respect me, it causes this huge, almost like a frosty chill to those who try and disrespect you because they're pushing against your universal right of free will and your boundaries. So yeah, we just don't need to lose ourselves anymore, right? And I love, Nancy, that you are and will continue to help
Mhm.
people find their way back to their hearts again. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Yeah, because when you do that, you're clearing away garbage that you don't need anymore, and you
Yeah.
raise your vibration. So people around you who are not for your highest and greatest good or for your growth, they're going to fall away.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Lovely. Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you.
Who's to choose next, Viviane?
It's my turn, I believe. I had to look it up last time. So.
Officially less embarrassed than I was a few seconds ago.
Okay, selecting our next request here.
Please put all your requests in capitals. Please say hello in the chat if your name and request is called.
Mhm. Okay, Casey Courtney, please say hi in the chat if you're here.
Casey Courtney, are you here?
Oh, she's here. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
So you're saying namaste. Would love to hear any message that my guide team has for me today. Wonderful.
And there was a lovely message from Lacey Gray saying, at the beginning of this live, I thought about asking how to find someone to help me, like a mentor or someone to help me make sense of what's happening, what's real or not. And maybe I'd email. I thought maybe I'd email. So that's lovely. I think you've found
Mhm.
Nancy, and any of the three of us, I'm sure, would be happy to help you. Although I must admit, the other people here with me more availability than I do. But yeah, please do choose
Lovely.
wish to work with. Wonderful. So Casey Courtney, and we pronounced it right. So would love to hear any messages from your guide team has for you today. Fantastic. Okay. I'm being told not to go first by Casey's guide. So, but I have been given quite a lot, so I'll let one of you go first.
I heard that you need to take care of yourself, Casey, and then I see you sitting behind a desk with like piles of papers around you, and that's representing like other people. Each pile is a different person that you're giving your energy to. Um, and you're being, I see cords now of each pile like attached to you, and each pile of paper, each person is draining your energy, and you need to replenish that. And continuing to the desk theme here, then I see you reaching to a cup that has pens and pencils, and you grab onto a pair of scissors and you're cutting those cords now. And taking back your energy, and returning the energy that doesn't belong to you, so you can focus on you and pushing away all those piles of papers, removing them from your desk, and reaching out to your journal so you can write. I see you writing, "It's my turn," on the journal. And then you wrote "me" and then underlined "me." So it's about, yeah, focusing on you, and create boundaries so people stop draining your energy, and you need to take care of yourself. So I hope that helps you, Casey.
Yeah, Casey saying quite a lot in the chat, saying that was my working life. I'm retired now. Right, and then exactly. The it was really curious what I was shown because you said um like piles of paper, I think is what you said, Viviane.
Yes.
Um, I was shown pile of paper,
Mhm.
and it's so Casey was sat at a desk, and then it's like all these papers stacked up in front of them, and then
Yeah.
they were like looking out across the rest of their lives in front of them, almost like the desk was facing the rest of the universe. You know,
Mm.
this feeling of, oh, I have to organize it all. I have to, and so all the bits of paper like represented all the different things you could do, and you're busy like shuffling through them. And your guide, Casey, was like putting their hand on top of your hand, like stopping you and saying, no, 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 you will, I guarantee you will never map out the entire universe. You'll never be able to organize it all. You'll never be able to plan it all. Instead, and so it's like pushing all like all the pile of paper like off the desk onto the floor and said, just reach down and pick up one. And so it's to pick up one bit of paper and put it down in front of you. And it feels there's a lovely like tarot card like energy to it, which is like just when Nancy, when you first joined today, it's like everything for a reason. Every supposedly random selection that is made for someone's request. There's no such things as coincidences, or I call them quinkydinks. But they're not real, right? This is all divinely orchestrated, and there's that feeling of, okay, what's the next thing I need to focus on? What's the one next thing I can do? And I love Viviane's themes of what's the one next thing I can do for myself? You're retired now. Woohoo! So
Yeah.
that's fabulous. And it's these um the symbolism and the metaphors of these concepts of work that both came up in Viviane and I's readings for you. They're the letting go of those constraints. The way that we used to work, regardless of whether you're retired or not, the way we used to work is not working, right? It's falling apart. We're watching it around the world crumbling, and we're being guided into much more intuitive ways of working and just feeling in the present moment, just like we did when we were kids. I didn't plan out the day of play. I don't know about you guys. When I was 5 or 6 years old, I would just go, I know, I'll do this next. I'll play with cars. I'll go on my skateboard. I'll go out and down the beach. I'll just go this and do that. And it was always like, what am I doing next? Because I'm doing it now. And right now I'm going to do it. And
Mhm.
that was always like living for the moment. And you have this beautiful opportunity to follow that now.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, I love that. One pull out just that one random, which is not random. And like you said, it's funny because I felt like grabbing my tarot cards. Too noisy, and I didn't want to make too much noise in the background. But I know sometimes you're so used to doing so much work that you're not sure how to not,
Yeah, yeah.
and how to just sit and just be. Sitting
Mm.
and just being is still doing something,
Yeah.
and just focusing on the one thing. Then you could put all into it rather than focusing on so many things where you're just putting a little bit into everything as well.
Mhm.
Just like when you're doing work on yourself.
Yes.
I love that what you guys were saying. It's so cool. I love how you guys tap in and see these things.
Cute.
Oh, take a break for a sip, everyone.
Yeah, please. I must admit, I don't know what retirement will be like for me, but even it's May 30th last year was my last day at Amazon as a senior software and AI manager.
Mhm.
I'm still shedding those skins, right? It's layer after layer of, I still get up at about the same time in the morning. I still do roughly the same things in the morning. And then I'm like, oh yeah, there's no boss. There's just me. I get to decide what to do. Remember when you said that being was lost outside that house? Sometimes it feels like that when we're kind of cut free from these programs. Like, oh, what do you mean? What are the constraints of free will? Describe to me what I can't do. And it's like, well, John, you can do anything you want. It's like, oh, all right.
That could be daunting too. It's too. How do I narrow it down?
Work hard. But yeah, it does. It's definitely a very expansive journey for Casey and I love it. Exactly how this universe has been designed, not the way that we're treating it. For the most part, it's a beautiful opportunity ahead of you. Freedom, yes. Okay. Is it my turn?
Wait. Yes, your turn.
Okay, choosing the next request. Thank you, Casey. Hope that helps you on your adventures, your downs through life. Okay.
That wasn't it.
My echo. What's weird is when I turn it on, just to me only, you all echo as well, and that's your brain. Okay, here we go.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love me. I love me. I love you.
Okay, Kate D. Let us know if you're still here. I love that Echoes of Love. I'm sure I've written a song called Echoes of Love.
You probably did.
I just don't remember. I'm not sure how many of my songs I remember, but it's maybe like 200 out of 2,700. I just don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what I've forgotten.
I'm just grateful that there's a song that I sang with you.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I should take that out. It'd be so cool. Put it in live chat.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
It was.
That was back when you were called Not So Fancy Nancy, and then you became fancy, and then you became equal.
Interesting though, because I titled myself Not So Fancy Nancy, kind of just shows like not belittling, but like making me not as special,
Yeah, it's true.
And I dropped it when I realized, why am I doing that to myself? But at the same time, it was also a feeling of I'm just a girl, I'm me,
Yeah, I think you were trying to be humble, but like you're holding yourself back. So
Yeah.
Well, here is the song. What's the title of the song? It's called
Oh no, I'm embarrassed.
See Through Your Heart. It's okay, I'm not going to play it.
Because I think my voice cracked at one point.
It was a hot day. We just formed a band for that moment.
Yeah. It was fun. We were making it up as we were kind of like going, right? Oh, that was fun.
Amazing. I think that was the day I wrote 5 songs, and I was like, I could write 1,000,000 songs.
Wow. That was inspiration. Wow.
Did we get Kate D here?
I haven't seen it yet.
One last try for Kate D. Let us know if you're here. If not, we'll move on. we're excited to have Linda G's joining us on this live stream in, what is it, the 9th of October?
Yeah, October 9th. Yeah, I'm
And we've
looking
got lots of
forward
special guests
to
from
it.
Chloe coming up.
Yes, we have Chloe on Monday, and you scheduled MJ to be with us too. That would be lovely to meet MJ.
Fantastic.
Yes, excited.
Is MJ the MJ that I also know?
Sorry, say it.
Is the MJ that I also know that has her channel? I haven't.
Could be MJ from All to Love.
Yeah, is that what you're
Yeah,
talking?
that's
Oh,
MJ.
okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got to meet her in
I saw
April.
that.
That was
Yeah,
so
I
cool.
saw that. That's awesome.
Finally, after so many years.
Oh my goodness. I haven't followed her in a long time, but at the time that she helped me a lot with a lot of what she was posting was resonating with me so much at that period of my life.
Oh, me too.
Yes, I.
Go ahead, Viviane.
Oh no, go ahead. Go
I was
ahead.
just going to say, yeah, when I first met her, one of the first things I said is, you have no idea how many days I walked to work on the train watching her cry publicly on YouTube videos, sometimes live, sometimes recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just going through these deep, dark shadow work, and so publicly.
Mm.
And I was so inspired. I was like, this is a human bearing their soul, and it's clearly helping them a little bit, but they're inspiring me. And every day I thought, I'd say things to myself like, well, at least my day's not as bad as MJ's today. Or I would say, you know what? If MJ can face that, I can face even more today. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
that meeting I've got today, it's nothing like what she's been going through. And it was, these are just all kind of observations and judgments, and not all of them super helpful, but they were just so inspirational to me. And I was just so, and then when you finally meet someone, it's like when you meet a hero, it's like, I just want to say all these things, years of,
Mhm.
receiving inspiration and support and guidance, when all they're doing is, as far as they're concerned, just putting out content to help. You don't really know what happens, right? When we do this work, we don't know how it touches everyone. So I do hope that, everyone that she's ever helped, at some point gets back to her in her life and says, thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting her because I do enjoy her readings. That I really resonate with her. Her readings really resonate with me.
Wow, this just brought one memory when I kind of had a fallback after months after I left my ex of 12 years, and I thought about going back with him, and I went over and I was crying, and I guess it's like withdrawals after so long, and thinking I might have made a mistake, and he was going to Florida, and he asked me to go with him, and I said, yeah, okay, I'll go, and it was somewhere we would go every year together to his friend's home. A couple over there, and I decided to go. And I remember it was all nice and dandy at the beginning, and then it's like something's not right, and then as the time went by, I remember we were staying at a hotel one night, and we were by the pool, and I was listening to MJ, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in the wrong place. But I mean, I needed to go because I needed to have that happen and realize what self-realization, what my pattern, what was really going on, and that she really helped me through that part, just that one day. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Oh, incredible. Thank you for sharing. I didn't do the beat boops or anything, but I know we're getting close on time, so I did just go ahead and select Cheryl Manlow. Let us know if you're here.
Okay, wonderful.
Oh,
And you're asking for help with your 14-year-old fur baby. Wow, Patch is 14 in November.
Yeah.
Ukami, just let us know if you're here, Cheryl. Otherwise, we'll move on.
Yeah, I hope you are, because I love helping fur babies.
Yeah,
That's one of my loves.
me too. I love animals.
Mm-hmm.
Just
13-year-old fur baby.
has she
Okay.
confirmed?
No, not yet. So Cheryl Manello, please let us know if you're here.
would love to be able to help Ukami, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll wait for you to turn up.
And she's mentioning she did ask permission for
Fantastic.
her pet, so I really hope you're here. Okay.
You know what's interesting? I've learned that too with my theta healing coaching practice, that you have to ask permission. And I know a lot of people do that. But what happens when you just want to pray for somebody? Because I know that the intention will go where it needs to go no matter what. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, yes, I'll ask for permission. And then other times I'll just send it. And I assume that their consciousness will if that's what they need, I'll assume that their consciousness and their soul will accept it or not, will make the decision for them. I don't know if that was a question.
Yeah, maybe I'd say, I mean, I'll give an opinion. I don't know if it's an answer. But I'd say from my perspective, I will say, you see, I'll use this language a lot in live chats and in comments. I'll say things like sending love, sending healing love. I guess that's closer to like a prayer. For me, it's like a broadcast energy. It's not
Mm-hmm.
targeted just at that one person. It's not a part of their body, or it's not, I'm not asking them permission for it to somehow enter their body and do something. It's just in their general direction. Almost like you would say I love you to someone at a distance, like across the other side of the street. Hang on, I can do this. It would like, I love you. So, but I feel like anything that we do where we're more intrusive, so any kind of healing, clearing, if we don't get permission, it is really similar to an energetic attack.
Okay.
Because it's very energetic and invasive. Yeah, just like we wouldn't allow a surgeon to come into our bedroom at night and start opening us up.
Mm-hmm.
And even worse, surgeons don't tend to touch your soul too much, whereas a lot of work we do, we connect with higher selves and spirit guides and souls. So it's even more invasive than the physical. Right, we're going to try and squeeze in one more, and we're not having much luck. So maybe this is all for divine timing for this last request.
But when you do the clearing in the beginning, I'm just curious also, do you, I would assume that the people that are here is because they're giving their permission.
So when we get a request that comes along, like here's one that says, do you have any messages? We would not do a clearing or healing for them unless they said, we'd have to say, in this case, Veronica, please say yes to a clearing and healing, but we can give you a message, because the message is not energetically invasive. It's more like relay messages.
Yeah. I see a comment here too from about Reiki. Mary saying people do Reiki from long distances with or without permission, don't they?
Maybe. And I mean, most of my sessions are remote, and this work we're doing right now is remote. The distance has nothing to do with consent, right? It doesn't matter if this person's right next to you, if they're lying on top of you, or if they're like the other side of the universe. Really, the third dimension, the physical third dimension, is lower vibration physical reality that we're so used to and we seem to think is the dominant aspect of reality. Isn't. It's not. It's consciousness and energy that come first. And so, yeah, I do feel that it's important to acknowledge people's the right to free will, consent, boundaries first, over any desire to help others.
Makes sense.
And if you watch the more negative behaviors of other beings, including humans and other non-human beings, they ask all the time, right? They'll say, "Can I ask you a question?" And you're like, "That is a question." And then they'll say, "Yeah,
you already did. Yeah,
like this, would you?" And they kind of get you to try in these little incremental agreements. We're not having much luck. Any sign of Veronica?
No, Veronica.
I feel like I'm being left at the end of a live stream with a hanging for a high five, But I think we're going to have to end here because I just have to
by fast.
Um, well, we did try, and we definitely helped some people. And thank you so much, Nancy, for coming along today. Please do remind us what, first of all, how to get in touch with you and what's coming up with your event on Sunday.
Okay, so my email is shiftyourlife1111@gmail.com. I'm on Facebook. You can find me also just as my name, Nancy Lopes, on Facebook. I'm also Lopes with an S because I'm Portuguese, not Spanish. Instagram, I think, is the same thing. Or I have 2 pages on Facebook and on Instagram, Shift Your Life. What am I doing? What am I doing right now? So I do some life coaching. This is the Shift Your Life part of what I'm known for. And I've got the Soul Fit. That's the new thing. That's the fun thing that's happening very soon. And if anyone wants to join that this Sunday, Laughing Yoga, it's free for first time. Every time after that, it's going to be $15. So it's really not very expensive. We're together for about a good hour. We'll have fun. It's about a lot of, just practicing and getting in touch with your true self, aligning with the light within, awakening the light within. And it's just going to be so many different themes. I have so many ideas, just flooded with all kinds of ideas. And yeah, that's all I can think of right now. I think finally I got everything out at the beginning.
Wow, fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It's real lovely. And it's so powerful, I feel, for people to see you not just, turning up and doing this work, but also talking about very vulnerable, transparent, powerful experiences in your life.
Yeah.
And how that your courage in facing them, it is inspirational, because I feel that this is what the world needs, Nancy. We need more people doing what you're doing, which is just continuing to find ways always to build your courage a little bit more and take on these new challenges and expand more. And I'm so happy, so excited that you're coaching people and supporting people on their journeys. It's wonderful to hear. So thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
joining us.
much. And thank you for having me on here. I really, really appreciate this. It really warms my heart to be a part of this as well, and everyone that's in the group here. And I'm just so grateful. I don't want to get teary-eyed, but
It's okay.
thank you, everyone that was here today also, because it also helps me to grow too, to hear your stories and to hear and just to watch Viviane and John also doing what their thing. It's just like, and it's a practice for me too, because, and this, anyone can do this, right? So it just shows you, like, we're all at different levels, we're all different grades. So, like, I could know something that can help somebody, but they can also know something that will help me. So it's all about doing what's best for you and the class.
Yeah.
And that this is just a beautiful platform that you have here, John and Viviane. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Lovely to see you.
It's good to see you.
I will I'll bring our session to an end. I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source and Gaia, and every soul that's participated in today's session. And I'd also like to close the Akashic Records, asking each of us to step outside of the shared session space. You can remain in your individual protected spaces for as long as you choose. As I close the session space down and return to Source, but never return here again. Please do get plenty of rest, drink as much water as it feels right for you. And yes, thank you, everyone. We didn't get to everyone's request, all 111, and I know we struggled a bit at the end to get answers from some people, although they turned up a little bit later. We are back on Monday, right?
Yes.
We're doing same again, and keep a lookout for, because Viviane and I know that we're never going to get through like 100 requests in one of these live streams, nor I don't think anyone would enjoy that. It'd be like speed requests. So there is another opportunity where every second week I run the 5D Ascension classes for free to teach you guys how to do all this yourself. So you can just come along for an hour, and more are coming along, which is great. It's great to see you not just asking for help, which you can. That's why we're doing this twice a week. But you can also learn, give yourself help. And so it was Tuesday this week, we did past life regression. So I was teaching how to do that. It's all in a playlist as well. If you just go to the live page on my YouTube channel, you'll see the live stream. The next one we're doing is astral travel. So you're going to learn how to do that, travel through past, present, future lives. And my plan is just to keep doing that forever. So it's a lot of fun to do, as well as these live streams, and help give you guys back. There's also the paid course. The version of that's called the Higher Self Foundational Training. Starts next on the 22nd of October. And it's an honor to be able to serve this broad range of stuff to all you guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and I recommend the classes. I took the classes, and that was from learn all this. So I highly recommend taking the higher self-foundation class with John.
So much fun, John. And I think that's beautiful also, because you're not, what's that expression? I think, I'm not religious at all, but it's about teaching people how to fish rather than you fishing for them. Something like that. I think it's a biblical thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's helping people to learn that they can do this themselves. You can heal yourself, that we don't always have to go outside of us. And so that's an incredible gift that you give to the world.
Oh, my pleasure. I realized I couldn't do it all myself.
That the what?
I couldn't do it all myself. There's too many people. So we're going to have to get some friends to help. And yeah, it's an honor to be able to at the very least teach what I know. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you on Monday. Take care, everyone. Sending some.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.